just a historic moment for the LGBT community, but it's a historic moment for society in this country, and I'm really, really proud and pleased. I'm also proud of the way that you, the pro-equal marriage camp, has conducted your business over the last 18 months. I think you've been effective, you've acted with dignity and decorum, and I'm afraid we cannot say the same for the opposition of equal marriage, who have constantly punched below the belt and have stooped to the low levels of homophobia and bigotry.
And we and the MPs from all parties who voted for this measure will be on the right side of history. And the most interesting thing is that some of the people who are more candid than others say to me, who did vote the wrong way on this issue, is that in 5 years' time, maybe less, everyone will wonder what on earth all the fuss was about. When people, hopefully in Bristol, in my own constituency, where we have a Reformed Jewish synagogue, where we have 3 Quaker meeting houses in Bristol West, and we have the only Unitarian chapel, and the oldest one, in fact, in the country, in my seat as well. I'm hoping that maybe by the end of this year we'll have the first same-sex religious marriage. Who knows who will get the first civil marriage? That could be anywhere in the country. It'd be great if that was in Bristol as well. Quite nice if I could take part in one, but there's another practical problem that needs to be solved.
I am now utterly delighted to pronounce you married in the eyes of the law.
And triple checked this time, and it's passed without a vote, and so now we can actually celebrate equal marriage has actually passed. I want to thank all of you for being here. It's such a delight for us to be here and to share this moment with you. And of course, we have to thank Stonewall for being here. Because without their tireless efforts, we too would not be where we are today. But before I continue to speak, I'd like to hand it over to a very, very special guest.
I'm the Member of Parliament for Hackney, and this is a cause that I've supported all my political life, and I supported it long before it was fashionable. And I have to tell you, I never thought I would live to see this. And you know, I don't want to make a long political speech. I just want to say that sometimes, just sometimes, the good girls and guys win. And this is one of those times. Stonewall are to be congratulated. All sorts of individual activists like Peter Tatchell and all the others that have struggled are to be congratulated. And you are to be congratulated for being here today. So all I can say is, I say I do.
It has been the work of countless people over decades. But today, one more step towards equality. Thank you, all of you who have been there at every step of the way and every important movement that we got forward. Today is a great day to go out and build strong communities and tolerant communities, diverse communities. Thank you so much.
And with that, I think it's time for some more music. Yes? Thank you.
Everyone join me. I stand here as a heterosexual woman proudly wearing rainbow shoes on this glorious day. And I just want to sing, you're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much.
Oh, pretty baby. So let me love you, baby.
You lot did this without your support, without your persistence over the years. We would not be here. So thank you all very much indeed. And now I think it's time to party.
Oh, this is Lord Fowler.
Lord Fowler. I just like to say congratulations. It's been quite a long battle, this, but it's a really important day, and I think the House of Lords, if I may say so, have done you proud. But I think it's important, not just for what was decided for you, and I've been very touched by all the emails I've had about that, but also for the signal it sends out. I just come back from Moscow, and you know what's happening there with the law and with the officials and the persecution and the discrimination. We've sent out a message today that it doesn't need to be done that way, and we can all fight for equality and an end to discrimination. So thank you very much, and it's not our victory, it's your victory. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And remember, this is a celebration, so it's time for more music. If we could have all the peers come up in front for one lovely group photo.
And the only real message I want to leave with you is that, yes, this bill has been surrounded with a lot of controversy. Yes, there are people who say that this is an unusual and extraordinary step. I very much hope that in a very short space of time, everyone will look back on it and think, what on earth was the fuss all about? It should be, in my view, entirely unremarkable and completely unusual that people who want to express their love to each other, want to commemorate that love, want to celebrate that love, regardless of who they are, regardless of their gender, regardless of their sexuality, should be able to do so on an equal footing. Celebrating love on an equal way across society. That's what this is all about, and I want to really thank you once again for bringing this great change about. Thank you very much.
Lloyd George, you my father.
Thanks for coming today and joining us here. I think you know you're winning the argument when the Deputy Prime Minister, the establishment, is coming out to support you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm not the establishment.
No.
And then it's Lord Ali.
Absolutely hate public speaking. So all I want to say is thank you for being in the sun, thank you for singing. It makes a real difference saying that to the peers. They've done a great job. The House of Lords has been reformed. There are an amazing group of people, and tomorrow we will see the bill go to the Commons, and I believe on Wednesday or Thursday we will see more in the Senate.
I just want to wish you all the very best. For those who decide to get married, I send you my congratulations. And I just want to say that
I think you're all great. Thank you for being here, and I'm glad we were able to do this for you and for many more people as well. Thank you very much.
And somebody did ask me last week, are you a bit worried about coming down to this sort of thing in drag? Are you worried about diminishing the message? And I said, well, no, actually, there's one very good reason. There's a book that's just come out called Fanny and Stella that is about the two men in Victorian times that were taken to the High Court and tried for treason just for being homosexual and deciding to wear frocks for a living. So I'm down here in tribute to them today, because today is not just a celebration for equal marriage. This is a celebration for how far we've come. There is still some distance to cover, but we have come a long way. And I think it's days like today where it's up to each and every one of us to go forward, to continue to promote equality and tolerance, to show people like Russia that this is the way forward. And I just want to echo what people like the Deputy Prime Minister has said so many times today, that we will look back on this hopefully in a very short space of time, and we will think, what was the fuss about? But that's the nice thing about this step forward today, is that we know we might be a minority as so many other minority groups, but we are now becoming the voice of the sensible majority. People's opinions are what matter, not what sexuality they are, their gender, their race. We are a majority opinion, and our voice counts. So give yourselves a massive round of applause.